Are you the marrying type? Do you think this one could be the one?
We're going there.
I like that in you. I like that.
You're different.
Yeah.
You just said it.
I mean,
like I'm a different guy now.
Listen, I feel like I have grown, and the work that I've done on myself has allowed me to see that I am a marrying. Speaking of Chicago, she's a Chicagoan, this amazing human being. I've always been like inspired by her. She's one of the most beautiful people I ever met on the planet. Incredible heart. And she's just dope, man. The pattern I found myself in, what was called love addiction, who my therapist broke it down, was like that feeling of being like, oh, I'm in love, and this that honeymoon period that people call it. I was addicted to that feeling.
You're not
Okay, let's be honest. This relationship is weird. It's just as weird as Jennifer Hudson's outfits, all right? I don't know if she wants to be Mary Poppins or she's in some type of Russian couture. Nothing matches with them, not the outfits, not the direction of the camera they're looking at, or the musical choices. This is...
Welcome once more to Star Hush, the place where the drama never stops and the tea never cools. This one is really hot, so come on in. It has come to Common's attention that Jennifer Hudson is not the right person to play with. Their romance, which they only recently made public, is already making headlines, and not for the reasons he had hoped for, which has the internet in a frenzy. The streets claim that Common may have run into some issues as a result of his wandering gaze. Additionally, there are reports that he made a mistake with an unidentified woman. Whoosh. Jennifer wasn't amenable to it either. She allegedly let him have it, yelling at him behind the scenes, and made it obvious that she wouldn't stand by and watch him amuse other people. According to insiders, she verbally attacked him, dragged him for dirt, and then abruptly ended the conversation, dropping him like a hot mic at the conclusion of a performance. Online supporters are already urging her on, stating that Jennifer isn't going to allow anyone to take advantage of her time or her heart.
You dating anyone?
So, yes, and I'm in a relationship that is one of the most beautiful people I ever met in life. And she's smart, she loves God, she has something real down to earth about her. She's talented, but I set my standard kind of high because she had to have an EGOT. She had to win an Oscar on her first movie. I set my standard high. She had to get her own talk show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
For all the wrong reasons, Common is currently trending. The tea is boiling over as well. Rumor has it that Common was out here enjoying City Boy season as if he were single, while Jennifer Hudson was all in and treating their romance like the real deal. The man who was formerly thought to be the slick love poet is now referred to be a heartbreaker. To be honest, no one ought to be that shocked. You didn't need a crystal ball to see this coming, is a joke on the internet. Common's romantic history has consistently been a highlight reel of brief liaisons, high-profile splits, and women left in disbelief. Therefore, it wasn't a sudden development when rumors of him cheating on Jennifer began to circulate. This explains why the outcry is so loud. We're referring to Jennifer Hudson here. She has more than just talent. She belongs to that exclusive EGOT group. If you have her on your side, she is a queen, a powerhouse, and, to be honest, the last person you should mess with. Online fans are disparaging him, claiming that it is extremely disrespectful and that doing her dirty is essentially career karma. The twist then appears. Haddish, Tiffany. Tiffany was making waves before Jennifer and Common even went public. She warned and made lighthearted remarks about Common's lack of true dedication. Let's keep it 100, though. Tiffany's remarks weren't particularly altruistic. It hurt to see him getting close to Jennifer because she still had feelings for him. She made fun of socials, made jokes during interviews, and reminded everyone that she was the one who understood this man's habits the best. Nowadays, Tiffany is viewed on the internet as though she were holding the crystal ball. She did date him after all. She had been raising red flags for anybody who would listen after suffering a cardiac injury. Though the way things transpired could have been a rom-com turned drama, Tiffany Haddish genuinely believed she got her moment with Common.
You, the marrying type, do you think this one could be the one?
We're going there.
I like that in you. I like that.
You're different.
Yeah.
You just said it.
I mean,
You're like, I'm a different guy now.
Listen, I feel like I have grown, and the work that I've done on myself has allowed me to see that I am a marrying type. I am the type that I'm capable. I had a capacity, and I, at some point in my life, I may want to do that. Just I would know when the right time is, and I think for me, everything is divine. Like I work from that discernment that God speaks. When He speaks into your stomach, and you feel it in your heart and your spirit. So when I would feel that, I would communicate with that person, and if she's feeling that, then that would
Then
be
why
that.
not?
Then why not?
When they were filming the film The Kitchen in 2019, the spark was first ignited. Before the cameras even stopped rolling, Tiffany was already developing feelings for someone. It's classic Common, let's face it. He has a tendency to click with the women he works with. Queen Latifah is the only co-star about whom we haven't heard any rumors. To be honest, even she could have avoided making the news. Tiffany plummeted from the air. Common was putting on a show and delivering his trademark slick speech. And it was successful. Thinking that this was her true chance at love, she fell head over heels. However, just as everything seemed to be coming together, Common reversed the trend. He abruptly returned to his ex, Angela Rhee, after leaving the talking stage, leaving Tiffany in the dark. Tiffany was devastated. She believed she had something strong, but it was obvious that Common didn't share her viewpoint. Tiffany was different from most individuals who would have accepted the loss and continued on. She made the decision to remain silent and wait for the inevitable. Additionally, she didn't have to wait long considering Common's history. He rarely maintains relationships. As expected, he and Angela ended their relationship after a few weeks. Common spun the block as soon as that door cracked open, and Tiffany didn't even pause. She was all set. No pretense, no making him earn it, just a simple yes and open arms. The world finally received confirmation when they were quarantining together during lockdown. Fans clocked Common in the background when Tiffany joined Gabriel Yun and Wayne Wade on Instagram Live. Boom. Verified relationship. Furthermore, Common's dating history by this point was essentially a celebrity roll call. We're discussing Erykah Badu, Taraji P. Henson, Serena Williams, and a few other names. Tiffany may have believed that she was the exception, but the streets were already aware of the pattern with Common. This is where things start to become quite telling. None of Common's well-known ex-girlfriends are exactly praising him if you look at his dating history. And Erykah Badu is the one who best demonstrates that point. Before Erykah announced she was done in late 2002, their romance, which began about 2000, lasted for almost 2 years. Erykah initially kept things under wraps and didn't reveal many details about her breakup, but he was eager to share his perspective. He went around portraying himself as the heartbroken victim and claiming that she was solely to blame for the breakup. He even revealed that when he was on tour, she broke up with him over the phone. He claimed to have been stunned when she declared, "I don't want to be in this relationship anymore," when he was sitting in a hotel room. She was his first true love, so he says that when he inquired, "Is there someone else?" it broke him. Common continued to talk about how upset he was, saying that he was revisiting the agony, drifting in a haze, and hardly able to eat. He even made a joke about how Erykah essentially gave him a see-you-in-a-lifetime moment. At first glance, he sounded like the unfortunate lover who was left behind. However, Erykah ultimately made the decision that she would not allow him to dictate the story. She began giving clues that the story wasn't nearly as biased as he had claimed. She hinted at the involvement of infidelity without naming specifics. She stated in an interview that she places a higher priority on loyalty and friendship than anything else. She also needs a partner she can genuinely rely on, even if she recognizes that some men feel the need to chase. In other words, Common wasn't really living up to it. Fans began side-eyeing him heavily when they realized that he might have been manipulating the story to preserve his own reputation while he was out there fabricating a sob story and making it seem like she had simply developed feelings for someone else. This is the worst part. Common eventually made an effort to improve his public image following all of those splits and negative news. He began discussing self-improvement, treatment, and his readiness to improve as a partner. To demonstrate that he was changing his habits, he even collaborated with a renowned relationship coach. However, the internet isn't entirely convinced that he has actually broken free from his old habits, based on his past and the present rumors.